And we are live tonight on the 98 podcast. I'm here all by myself, very lonely. But we got a special treat for you guys tonight. So we set up membership on the 98 podcast maybe like a month ago, and it finally got approved along with us being monetized and such. So every person that becomes a member on our 98 membership thing through YouTube, we're going to do like a monthly drawing. What's up, Sonic? At least someone's here. But we're going to pick a name out of a hat every month, and we're going to give something awesome away. So this week, we have a $115 valued set of Gripzilla grips. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a pack of 6 Gripzilla grips from 50 pounds all the way up to 300 pounds. So that should be cool. And that we're going to give that away to one of the members. And hopefully every month we'll have a different item to give away. Those were donated to us from Gripzilla. So thank you, Gripzilla. And the only thing we're going to ask of the winners is to take some pictures with the item and send it over to us. And that way we can at least thank our sponsors and the people that are sending us free stuff to give away. So, we're in the works of planning big things for Winter Blast. Hopefully you'll all be there. We got a great venue. It's going to be awesome. We got some cool sponsors in the works. We're going to have a lot of people on site set up as vendors so that it's going to be more like an event, not just a tournament. There'll be a lot going on in the background and in other rooms and stuff, and people doing free seminar type stuff and giveaways and different things like that. So this will be our biggest, coolest tournament yet. And hopefully every year it'll get bigger and bigger. So anyway, I'm looking forward to giving this gift away to someone, to a lucky person, one of our members. We got about 9 members, really 8 because I'm a member, but we got 8 members. So we're going to pick from those 8 people. So, all right, what do we got for comments here? We got the Nightmare. He's going to hop on later. David Marr, how's it going, Ryan? It's going good. How are you, sir? White Wolf is in the house. As long as it's not snowing, I'm trying to make it to Winter Blast this year. That would be great. Last year we had a huge snowstorm, and I was surprised that we had such a turnout. But we had quite a few people show up. It was a lot bigger than we thought it was going to be, so that was good. And I guess the weather went with the theme, Winter Blast. But yeah, not bad. We had a good turnout despite the weather, so that's good. So I got all the members' names written down on a piece of paper, and I'm going to put them in a hat, shake it around, and pick one out, and then we'll read it off, and that person will win this Gripzilla set. So I talked to Lucas Raymond. We're going to work something out with him. So we'll be getting some items of his or gift cards to give away also. We'll also give away things like T-shirts, hats, things like that. Here's Chuck Bardo coming in, fashionably late. Yeah, I hope all you guys up in New York that are getting that snow are okay up there. Heard it got slammed. So if you're up in New York and you're in the snow, I hope you're okay. What's up, Chuck?
What's going on, man? We're a little late today.
That's all right. I was late getting on myself. Who is this devil? Girls 69 XYZ. I was about to click it and you guys had to delete it.
Yeah, guys, easy there because Ryan's trying to look for a date.
So, Chuck, you missed it. So tonight, we talked earlier, but we're going to do our first free giveaway. And the first free giveaway is this $115 Gripzilla set of grips.
Oh, nice.
One of our members will get this. There's 6 of them. They're all different colors. There you can see from 50 pounds to 300 pounds. I mean, they seem pretty cool. You know, someone will get lucky and get this set. Josh Berger is in the house saying 98. I mean, this is pretty cool. It comes with a sticker.
Oh, nice.
Let's check it out. I didn't even open it up, but Gripzilla sent me this for free, and I figured I already have grippers and such, but what better way to thank our members than to give away? Hey, look, I can do the pink one. It's only 50 pounds. Holy moly.
Josh Berger says, get a grip, Chuck.
Get a grip. So anyway, yeah, we're going to give away these grippers. And again, thank you, Gripzilla. And hopefully whoever gets them can do a little, take some pictures using them, maybe do a little video thanking Gripzilla, because then maybe they'll be a future sponsor, or maybe they'll send us more items for people to review, and we can give more free things away to our followers. At least that's the goal. So that's what, as I was saying, that's in the works with Lucas Raymond. We're going to try to get some gift cards from him that we can give away. Same with Regen Options. We got a few sponsors in the works that want to become sponsors of our podcast. So once we have, some members and some monthly income coming in, we'll be able to do more free giveaways. We'll be able to come up with better ideas and use the extra money for better tournaments in the area. But, the tournaments only really benefit the people in our area or people that come to our tournament. So hopefully we'll be able to, hey, we got a $20 super chat. Kate from Rent Bounce. Can't wait for Winter Blast. I'm going to donate a free bounce house for the event. Can't wait to see what other vendors or special surprises are there. 98 baby. Awesome. Thank you very much for the super chat. All these little super chats, even though we don't have access to the money yet because we're not fully approved by AdSense, that's a slow process. But all that money is going to go towards making better events and being able to give away free stuff to new pullers or pullers that can't afford to buy things. We're going to try to do good things for the community. So, to you, it may only be $20 or $5 or $2, but to us, it adds up and it allows us to do cooler things for the community.
Yep. Yeah, we appreciate every one of them.
Absolutely. People think that, a lot of people say things like, 98%ers just want to be, average forever. But 98% isn't just about, not being the 2%. It's about the struggle trying to achieve the 2%, it's that journey through the 98%, and that's what that's why we like to interview a lot of 98%ers, and we like to interview some 2%ers because we want to hear what their journey was like from being in the 98% and, that transition and all the work that they had to do to become a 2%er.
Yep.
I mean, we got guys that are in the 98 that are already 2%ers and they just don't know it. Or guys that are ranked and on their way to 2%.
Right.
But pretty much everyone that's not a 2%er is a 98%er. They just, whether they agree with what we're doing or not, You know, who knows? Captain Obvious in the house with the usual FTG Friday 98% menthol 113 Lions milk hashtags. Thin neck, hashtag thin neck from David Marr. There are some thin necks out there. Josh Berger with a 98. Our buddy Josh, who we miss dearly. Anybody got some predictions for tomorrow? East versus West. Josh Berger, I think most know what we're about. That is hopeful, Josh. I hope so, because we talk about it enough.
So rent bounce is Troy. I may pronounce this wrong. Taub.
By the way,
Tub.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
Yeah, practiced with him a little bit down in Harrisburg.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, he pulled his first tournament at Fall Brawl, did pretty well.
Yeah.
First time out.
Yeah, I was talking to him there. Very cool dude. He drove down with Warren Raber. So yeah, that was cool.
Well, we'll excuse him. We'll excuse him for that.
We'll excuse him for hanging out with Warren Raber.
No, there's some good dudes down there in Harrisburg area and stuff like that.
I'm trying to reach out to Marcus to see if maybe his new venture, Arm Gods, would possibly want to be a sponsor for Winter Blast. That would be awesome.
Oh, nice.
Winter Blast is gonna be fucking huge this year, man. Hashtag Arm Gods, that's right. But that could be cool if we can work something out. Get some big banners put up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Regen Options, they want to sponsor again, and they want to get more involved in the community so that they want to engage with people more. So that'll be cool. They want to set up a booth. I think they mentioned bringing a nurse again to do the free vitamin B injections. If anybody wants some vitamin B injections, stuff like that. We got we have a group called the Savage Sisters coming out that they work with alcoholics and addicts that want to recover, and they're going to be set up on site, and they're going to go over like what you do if you find someone overdosing or someone who's like in an alcoholic coma, how to put them in a safe position so they don't aspirate. They'll be passing out flyers and stuff like that. So hopefully everyone will be respectful with all our vendors, whether you agree with what they're there for or not. I got some a veteran group coming that raises money for veterans, and they're going to bring some vets out that are interested in getting involved in our community as far as like a hobby to arm wrestle. Same with the Savage Sisters. They're going to bring some people that are in recovery that are looking for like a positive group to get involved in. And a lot of arm wrestlers have stories about how they may have been an addict in the past or an alcoholic, and arm wrestling changed their life. So I reached out to Savage Sisters and ran the idea by them, and they're going to try to bring a group of people that have, that are in recovery and doing well, that need a positive community, and they can try out arm wrestling and stuff like that. So that'll be another good thing. So, hopefully we'll have a lot of cool things to do at Winter Blast. And just, people can walk around and interact with things that are non-arm wrestling related, but everyone's there to have a good time. So
yeah,
that's our plan anyway. We got some big things. I'm actually meeting with a guy tomorrow. So, how we've been wanting to start a 98% headquarters and get a warehouse where we can host tournaments, rent it out to other leagues, things like that. This guy's interested in being like a not a sponsor, but he wants to. He has a little bit of money to invest, and he's looking for a good idea to invest it in.
Oh, nice.
And he's interested in that idea. So, if we could pull that off and actually have a headquarters for 98 where we can host practices, host tournaments, you know what I mean? We could rent it out to other arm wrestling groups that want to have a tournament there, whatever, or not arm wrestling. It could just be a venue, like that. So, if anybody out there is interested and wants to, help us get to that point, I think once we get that set up, we can have a little gym there. We could start a membership kind of thing. We want to have a kitchen there so that we can also provide the food at the tournaments rather than always having to find a place that serves food and alcohol. If we can do that ourselves, we could really make an impact in the community with having all that extra income come in from food and alcohol and stuff. So, that's our plan, and we're working towards it. Someone may come along and beat us to it, but whatever.
Yeah, because I think it's easy enough to, once you get it going right, it'll pay for itself.
Absolutely. And then, since like 98, like we're not trying to make money like individually, it's a group thing. All the money that we make goes right back into the community. So to me, like as we start making more money doing this with our shirt sales and our YouTube and, super chats, like all that money goes right back into making whatever next event is on our radar bigger and better. Then we can afford to put on better super matches or put on some fun seminars and get people to come out to them. And so that these are things we're going to be working on in the future. And really, we couldn't do it without all of you guys that have been hitting us with the super chats and becoming members of the channel. So that's why we're going to do these free giveaways to the members of the channel so that we can show appreciation, whether it be a t-shirt or this or that, handles, a lot of people send us free stuff to review or to check out. So whenever someone sends us something, we're going to pass that on to you guys and give it away to, members in the group, or we'll flat out use some of the money to buy something each month to give away. Like we could buy a Lucas Raymond handle and give it away each month on one of the Fridays or something, and whoever's a member will be on that list to get something free. That is true, Josh. It doesn't have to be the first one. It just has to be the best. And this community makes the events, and the community is the best of them all. Yeah, of course.
The schmo there says, well, the homie Danielle Kelly just smoked a 4-time Sambo world champion, 8-time Russian national champion, a 1 championship in grappling match.
Nice.
Oh, that's going on. That's on tonight.
That's cool.
Schmo, is that on tonight?
But yeah, Marcus said we could talk next week about the sponsorship, so that would be cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And like I said, Regen Options, dude, they're like if you needed PRP injections and you were trying to avoid surgery after an injury, they have a lot of options to try to get you healed up and fix whatever your problem is without surgery. So Sean Latimer has used them. Who else? John Bailey. So
I should check them out to see if my insurance will cover something like that.
Well, that's a hard part. A lot of insurances don't cover stuff like that, but if it does,
right.
But either way, if you go there and you tell them you're from 98%, they will offer discounts. So something that you think is too expensive might not be after you get a discount for 98%. So
because I might want to try that on my left elbow because I'm practice tonight. I was having some issues. Did not feel good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did not feel good at all.
Maybe they can PRP that damn thing. Didn't Paul Lynn get some PRP and he said it worked wonders?
Yeah. Yeah, he had what did he have? I think he had a vertical tear in his tricep in his bicep tendon.
Yeah, something, and he said he had that done and it made all the difference.
Yeah.
John Latimer swears by it too.
Yeah, I think before he had the surgery on his wrist, he was doing that for his wrist. And then it just got to the point where it stopped working.
Yeah. I might have to do it for my shoulder.
You should, you could try that.
Yeah, probably, dude. It probably would work.
Marcus says try WD-40.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I need something.
WD-40 injections.
Yeah. Something's definitely wrong.
Remember that? Do you ever remember that movie back in the 80s? It was like a B-rated movie, The Wraith.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Remember that one dude there sitting in his car and he's snorting WD-40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But another shout out to Ryan Turner from armwrestlingforums.com. He also is sponsoring Winter Blast, and he wants to set up a booth there too. I'm not sure for what, but he'll be doing, some cool stuff. We're probably gonna do some more 98 backpacks and fill them with a bunch of merch from us and from the sponsors and just pass them out randomly.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah.
like
a door prize kind of thing.
Yeah. And, all the sponsors that are bringing merch, like I know Region Options is bringing some bottle openers and they're going to have business cards and pamphlets. So we'll throw that in the 98 bag with all of our other stuff. We might have more koozies again or something different, whatever. And we'll just pass them out.
The cool thing to do would be like, as people come in and register, have them sign a paper with a number by it.
Yeah.
And then just like before they even sign it, just start picking some random numbers.
Yeah.
That if you're this number registration, you get a door prize.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely could.
I think it's a kind of a good way to support sponsors,
Yeah. And all our sponsors that are going to come with merch, we're glad to throw some stuff in there. I know the Savage Sisters were going to give out free Narcan and free fentanyl test strips. And they're going to be doing like a seminar on how to administer that stuff and how to use it. They're also bringing, like I said, some people in their group that want to learn to arm wrestle. They asked if they could enter the tournament, which I said they could in the novice. But, hopefully we'll have some side tables set up where some of you guys could maybe take them aside and show them the ropes before they jump into the novice division, show them how to be safe. We'll work something out with them so that we can make sure that they know what to expect when they step in.
Well, I think someone mentioned it earlier, but I think Justin Bear would love that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what I'm thinking, because there's a lot of people who have struggled with alcohol or drugs in the past and then claim that getting involved in the arm wrestling community like saved their life, changed their life. They met a bunch of new friends, new people, positive people, and it's a good hobby. And it really does promote health, because you do want to work out, you want to fucking get stronger, you want to go to practice every week, you got good people around you. So having a group like them come out, I think is awesome. So hopefully, like I said, not everyone might agree with what they're doing, but you can still respect the fact that they are supporting 98 and are coming out to our event. So hopefully we'll all treat all our vendors with the respect that you would want your own family members treated with. So anyway, I'm gonna put these fucking names in a hat. I wrote down the names of each member.
How many members? Where are we at member wise?
We got 9, but one of them's me as
Okay.
as the 98%. So they're all in there. Okay. I'm gonna mix them up. They're all folded, so I can't really see who the names are. Let me just stir them up a little. All right, I am going to pick a name out, and we are going to read it. Here it is. Let's see what it says. Oh, I ripped it. Hold on. Ron Weber.
Oh, Ron the Don.
Ron the Don is the official first winner of the 98% FTG Friday Night Live giveaway, which is this $115 grip set
From Gripzilla.
Gripzilla, right here.
Hey, Ron the Don. Hope this ain't rigged too.
Ron the Don's on here.
$20 super chat. Just want a set of grippers.
That's fine. Did he just come on as he's winning this? What the hell?
Yeah.
Well, you got it for $20.
I think he literally just came on when you drew his name out of the hat.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. How is that possible?
Oh, Marcus. Oh, he just joined. Marcus, you just missed the cut as for the free giveaway.
Ron rigged the pool.
Oh, look, nightmare. This is rigged. So anyway, this is the Gripzilla kit. It comes with 6 different grips from I don't know if you can see, but
hold up in front of your chest, like there you go.
So it has 50 pounds, 100 pounds, 150 pounds, 200 pounds, 250 pounds, and 300 pounds. And they're all color coded. I'm thinking Ron's gonna have to start with the pink. 50 pounds.
Roger Learns says I'll arm wrestle him for it.
Hey, so Ron the Don, the only thing that we request for you to get this is that you take some pictures using them and maybe make a little video thanking Gripzilla. Ron the Don, we are working on your shirt, but I gave the shirt to Chuck and the letters don't fit on the shirt that you chose. So I'm going through the shirts and I'm going to find one where the letters will fit on the back, and then we will send you that custom shirt. But the 2 that are the Spartan ones have stuff on the back, and a name won't fit across the top of it and look proper. So
because we already have the iron-on made. The iron-on's ready to go on the shirt.
Yeah, the iron-on is made and the shirt was given to Chuck. However, it doesn't fit. So I'm going to send him we have some of the other 98% shirts that don't have anything high up on the back. And he's going to put your name on that and we'll get it out to you as soon as possible. So.
And I may just throw in the other shirt too, because I have one already.
Yeah, you can.
So you might get 2 shirts out of this deal, Ron.
You might get a custom shirt and a free shirt. And we'll be mailing you these. The Gripzilla grips that you just won. So that's our first giveaway. So thank you, Gripzilla, for sending us these for free so that we could do this. That's funny that he walked in and he happened to be the one who won.
He just comes in the thing and
It literally said.
Oh, what do we have? Another member there? Ron the Don member for 2 months.
Yeah, he's been a member since
the Nightmare member for 2 months.
Oh, Rent Bounce became a member.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, we'll be doing this once a month. Maybe random in between there too.
So yeah, we'll be doing it random. It may not be every month, it may be sooner because we can give away shirts. We got some Nat Fit products that we can send out. Lots of that sitting around. You know, so we're gonna really try to take care of our members and make it worth
Was
to be a member.
was Ron the Don our first member?
No, TJ Foley was.
TJ Foley.
TJ,
Okay.
he's too strong though. He doesn't need grips.
He doesn't have a hand anyhow.
I said, I love these rigged prizes. I'll send my brown envelope next time. That's funny.
Who said that?
Marcus Tom.
Oh.
The only reason it seems rigged is we only have 8 members. So I think once we get some more members, it won't seem as rigged. But we're very limited to how many numbers we can put in the hat at the moment.
Marcus says, Ron now on eBay for $29.99.
Oh, Ron said he was the first gold bond master.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's the important one. That's the gold standard, if you will. But cool, that was fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to
Absolutely.
do. Should do that more often.
So did you watch much video from East versus West? What's going on?
I haven't. I actually jumped on here and I was busy before I jumped on, so I haven't been able to do anything.
So I was watching some videos and like Cobra's sitting there with John Brzezinski while he's signing shirts. And he's like, it's great to have all this like support for the event because everybody that spent the $100 for the pay-per-view got a signed T-shirt. Now the athletes have to sit there and sign 1,000. There was 1,000 shirts.
Holy shit!
So can you imagine what his poor hand's going to feel like come tomorrow? You know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was watching a few things. Paul Lynn went live on his channel.
Yeah, I saw that. I did see
Lethal Arms Network. So if you get a chance, go over and check out his channel, Lethal Arms Network on YouTube.
What's up, Chucky?
He was doing some just walking around talking to guys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What else did I see? Oh, Artem was on there.
I saw him hanging out with Justin Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Justin's cool.
And he said Ryan Bowen thought he'd be able to beat Artem's left. And Artem did a video. He said there's no way.
Well, that's going to be a future match, probably.
Probably, yeah. Oh yeah.
Troy said Paul's going to smash Arachne. Yeah, that's the. Let's hope so.
So I talked to Paul a little bit. Just message back and forth real quick. So the guy he's pulling Arachne wanted to do an early weigh-in, and I really think that was a bad idea for him. Paul weighed in. I think he had to be what? Was it 100 kilos he had to be? I think
or
something like that.
Yeah.
And Paul feels like he's going to be about 104 kilos by tomorrow. He looked big. Paul Lynn looked huge.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah. But yeah, and seeing it was good seeing like Gary Goodrich there. You know, a lot of people don't know who he is and stuff like that. But they gave out like some legend awards. Him, Cobra, John Brzezinski got like, and you come up with like some kind of legend award, Hall of Fame thing for arm wrestling.
That's cool.
I Engen's the man, dude. I don't care if people don't like the guy for how he is or anything like that, but for what he's done for the sport over the last year, bringing all these guys together, in my opinion, he's putting together the best matches out there.
Absolutely. He's bringing the matches that everyone wants to see that we don't get to see because East versus West is very difficult to pull off. You know, those guys don't come here often. We don't go there often. And when you do, it's like maybe one match, but having a bunch of matches like this is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you can't imagine the logistic nightmare.
Oh, thank you, David Marr, for becoming a 98 hashtag team member. So next time we do a drawing, you will be in there as well.
So Troy asked, so could Irakli not make weight? Well, that's the thing. He thought it was a good idea to weigh in early so he could rehydrate and stuff like that. Well, Paul Lynn is very good at playing that game.
Yeah.
Of cutting weight and rehydrating and carb loading and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think
Ron the Don said, hey, look at all the members coming through. Absolutely, dude. Thank you.
Absolutely, man.
Thanks, everyone. Like I said, we're going to try to do as much for you members as we can.
I think Saturday, you're probably going to see like the biggest Paul Lynn you've ever seen.
Yeah, I would say if he's got time to bulk up real quick, dude, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
He's going to come in massive and just fucking destroy. Oh, thanks, David. Thank you for the support, man.
Yeah, David Marr.
Appreciate it. Usual suspects at work. That's right. This is good stuff.
Ryan is also good at carb loading. Yeah, no doubt.
That's all I do all day is carb load.
Yeah.
Maybe he meant Ryan Bowen. Once I get my shoulder fixed, I'm going to cut weight and I'm going to show you guys that I can arm wrestle the women too.
No, you're not. Yo, go get that PRP. Try it out.
I might actually do that, dude. I might talk to them about what it would take to have that done on my shoulder. But so me and Chuck were talking earlier. Next year, 98% in 2023 after Winter Blast, we are gonna start having some women's only tournaments up in our area and try to really grow the women's side of the sport up in our area, because it's kind of dwindled because a lot of the tournaments just have like 2 weight classes for women. And then a lot of the, lighter women don't come out and the heavier women. And, if we give them more weight classes and more options, I think we could really build it up, because there are a lot of women pullers up in the Northeast. So let's get them to come out. We're also going to throw a lot more 98 tournaments. We might do one every couple months in different areas and kind of spread it around. Instead of just staying in the Philly area, we might go a few hours north. We might go a few hours west. We might go a few hours south and do some more of these smaller tournaments, like the 50 to 60 people range instead of the 200 range. And then Winter Blast will be our big one every year, and all the rest will be smaller.
So,
yeah.
Definitely going to start doing more.
Yeah, just trying to expand and get 98 out there, So, and we always welcome ideas. If any of you guys have ideas, or you want to team up on a plan or something or whatever, just message any one of us, because we're always open to that for sure. Or if you know some sponsors that could sponsor us, that'd be great, because this is our first time. Like, the last venue we had for Winter Blast was free. So this one is expensive as hell. So, you know, we're in that transition where we now have to find a bigger venue for Winter Blast because the smaller places like the bars, you know, places like that just are too small for us now. So now we have to start looking at the bigger venues like casinos and hotels. And this is our first one where we, you know, we really have to find sponsors to be able to do this. Now, hopefully after doing it there once and they see that they're making money off alcohol, food, and all that stuff, next year they may work out a better deal with us. But this being our first time there and this being their first arm wrestling tournament, they don't know what to expect and we don't know what to expect. So,
Yeah.
You know, if any of you guys know people that have businesses that may want to sponsor, that would be great. You know?
Yeah, I think it's new to a lot of people still down in the Philadelphia area.
Yeah.
The arm wrestling, you know what I mean? I don't think there's as much exposure. I think once you start exposing these businesses to the sport,
right,
they'll see that and they'll see the opportunities to get involved and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when we threw the last Winter Blast, I got a lot of sponsors, just local small businesses that were like, yeah, I'll do 200. But when you get 4 or 5 businesses to do 200, it adds up really quick. And then, you know, we gave them a free backpack with some tournament shirts in it, whatever their sizes were, you know, with their logo on the back of our shirt, stuff like that. And we gave them some good Google reviews. You know, we hung up the ones that sponsored that, you know, where a banner was included in the sponsorship. We had a banner made and hung it, things like that. So the sponsor money doesn't all go to just 98, because if you sponsor one of the tiers that include certain things, like, you know, we take some of that money and have a huge banner made with your company's name on it to put at Winter Blast. So, you know, things like that. So armgods.com. Yes, sir. I'm talking to Marcus next week. It'd be cool to get him to sponsor Winter Blast, or even be like a small sponsor for our podcast, where we could have him in the background of our podcast. You know, like we have Arm Assassin Strength Shop, have Arm Gods in the back too. You know,
Yeah.
just leave him as a permanent sponsor just for helping us out. Because he's always helpful and always very generous and doing super chats and this and that. So, you know, if he's going to sponsor Winter Blast and stuff like that, like, we could just make him a permanent sponsor on the podcast. You know,
David Marr says, how much to be a sponsor? I do seal coating on the side. If I have a good year, I would definitely be down to throw some money the 98% way. That'd be awesome. There's
we have different tiers.
Is there like a tier thing right now on?
Yeah, we have a tier thing. Like, we have like 150, 250, 500. Like, it goes all the way up. Our smallest one is like 150, which is like friends and family or small businesses. And then we have the next one up is a 250 one, and then I think 500. But we may be doing like a sponsorship booklet this year, possibly, where
that'd be cool. Yeah.
Like, if you sponsor, say, $25, you get a quarter page in the booklet. So if we put you know, say we put your you know, like a business card size ad in our book, or your actual business card, we could copy it, put it in there for $25.
Yeah.
You know, and then a half page would be $50. And then, A 3/4 page would be $75 and a full page is $100. We could do something like that. And, we could also, if you want it to stand out, we could print the page in there upside down. So it's the only upside down one. We could
Yeah.
put on the cover, we could put you on the back page, but a whole bunch of sponsorships at like $25-$50 gives that option to like David Marr. You don't have to spend $1,000 to sponsor. You know what I mean? Like every little tiny bit helps. So this booklet, though, by the time we fill it, that could be like a $600 right there, having all small businesses or people that just want to help sponsor. And then we're going to make copies of that booklet and give one to every single person that comes to the tournament. And then we'll also drop off a copy to the sponsor at their business or send it out to them.
Yeah, almost like a program.
Yeah. And we can also put business cards in it or like gift certificates. So as we're passing out, or it might be something that's in the gift bag, the 98 gift bag that we give out, we could put it in there. But it'll also be like a book that tells you like, okay, weigh-ins are at this time. You know what I mean? Kind of like a schedule of events for the day. Then we can list all our vendors in there at the, on the page, so everyone knows like where the vendor is and what they're about, stuff like that. So it'll be like a little program book for Winter Blast. Who knows? Maybe next week we give out a free bottle of Gold Bond powder. I couldn't help it, Chuck. I couldn't help it, dude. We were being too serious.
Oh my God. Yeah, and then I think the other thing we talked about earlier today was like maybe getting some people to come out and put on some seminars and stuff like that.
Yeah, if we could do some big seminars,
Yeah.
Have two like, two percenters come out and do a seminar and then just enjoy, have a big practice after or something. Just hang out, have a good day. We're going to do some stuff like that. We may start setting up tables at various locations to help grow the sport and, possibly secure sponsors for the future, things like that. We got some big plans and really the ultimate goal is to just throw some kick-ass tournaments. We also want to up our game with live streaming so that we can start live streaming better, higher quality, and really work on that.
Yeah.
Production is huge. So, if we can get the production value of our tournaments at a higher level, I think that'll help. We'll look into some equipment for doing that,
Yeah, definitely.
But like I said, the only way to do that, like 98 was all fun and games in the beginning, where we just goofed off and it's fun and we still do it. But at some point we have to start treating this somewhat like a business or we're never going to be able to throw these top level tournaments like we want to.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that we're going to be doing moving forward that are more, like businessy. It's not really a word, but things like that. Like we just want to be able to throw some kick-ass tournaments and have a blast doing it for the community, not for ourselves. I mean, we have fun while we're there, but like when I'm at a tournament that I'm throwing, I don't really get to enjoy it because I'm running around putting out fires. But,
yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Marcus. Every little bit helps the growth, just like Arm Gods, baby steps. No point creating another East versus West. Be different, boys. That's exactly it.
Yeah, we may do something like these all ladies tournaments. I think women in the sport is going to help it. It needs to happen to help it grow. You know what I mean? You just get more women involved. Got to get kids involved, stuff like that. you know.
Very true, Marcus. But to me, like some people throw tournaments because it's like their job. They're trying to make money to pay the bills and stuff. 98 is different because we're like a community and a group. So any money that goes to 98 is not like paying your electric bill or Sue's fucking, gas money or my mortgage or something. It all goes into the group. And then we have a small committee behind the scenes and we vote on things like, what are we going to do with this money? Oh, hey, we need a PA system for the tournament. Okay, let's get one. Or, hey, we need some better cameras if we're going to live stream our events. Things like that. Or, hey, who are we going to fly out for Winter Blast? Or
it's just about more about like building the next tournament, making the next tournament that one little bit better,
Yeah. I mean, so far we have a pretty good record. Like everyone loved the protest series tournaments.
Yeah.
First two tournaments were the protest series. And for you guys that don't know, Philly was shut down for COVID. So we named them the protest series so that when the city showed up to shut us down because we didn't have masks on or whatever, they couldn't do shit because it was a protest.
Yeah.
So, and not only was it a protest, but we threw it at a police motorcycle club's location. So when they called the cops on us, all the cops were already there. So there's nothing they could do to shut us down because it was a protest. So the first two were a protest series, mainly just to get us through COVID so that it was like a loophole we kind of snuck through. Then we had Winter Blast. So those are our three tournaments that we've had.
We'll just have to start throwing a couple of small local tournaments and just see how small they are. They might not be small.
Right. They might not. Yeah. I mean, shoot, Protest Series 1 was 80 people, which is a decent sized tournament.
Right.
Like
for a local, yeah, definitely.
7 people, I think we had. Protest Series 2 was 60s, lower 70s. Still decent. And then Winter Blast was like 200 fucking people.
Yeah, and then I think if we move, like go a little bit north or a little bit south or a little bit west, just exposing more people to the 98%.
Mo said, do you have a relationship or any sort with Brad 217? Obviously, he's a business and has a family to feed, but might be worth looking into, at least talking to. Well, Schmo, if you could hook us up with him, that'd be great. See if you can make an introduction. I mean, basically, if we can get enough sponsors to at least cover what we had to pay for the venue, then at least we're back to zero, and we might actually make some money off this tournament. The last tournaments, like the first tournament we had, we used some of the extra money at the end of that, which was not much, to purchase a PA system so that we could do announcing and stuff like that. And then second tournament, we used it to buy like a nice camera, little things like that we need. But in the future,
Captain Obvious says fog machines, lasers, and DJ Paul Italia.
DJ Paul Italia, he's kind of on the short end of the stick.
The only problem is we couldn't find a DJ booth small enough for him to look over it.
His DJ booth would need a fucking riser in it.
I found him a DJ booth though. Didn't I tell you? It's made by Fisher Price.
He's been quiet lately, Paul Italia.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Oh, is Schmo talking about Brad Cook?
Oh, he must be. Yeah, he must
Yeah,
be.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I talk to Brad Cook all the time, dude. He's a good dude. Um, yeah, we're actually talking about getting him to come out to Winter Blast last year, but we couldn't make it happen. But who knows? Maybe this year. That would be cool.
Yeah, Marcus said it right there. It's more about just giving back to the community.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, we're lucky that we have some good followers, because there are some arm wrestling groups where like nobody supports, and it's like arm wrestlers are always quick to complain, like, how come the sport's not growing, or how come it's not mainstream? Well, it's because you don't fucking support. You know what I mean? If everyone supported and we could really start throwing some great tournaments with a better live stream and this and that, like that's how you get bigger sponsors interested. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we may like for our YouTube, we may not have the high number of subscribers,
No.
but we've got a lot of great subscribers that support us and the sport.
Right, which is great.
Yeah,
Even like all the usual suspects that come into the chat, all of them are super supportive of not just us, but arm wrestling as a whole. Like they go support other channels. And I think that's great. Like, you know, like our buddy Jake Ward and Uncle John, you know what I mean? Like it's great to see our usual guys like bouncing from podcast to podcast and like helping out, because you start to realize like these guys just are huge fans of the sport and just love the sport. They're not just supporting one guy or one cause. Like it's just the sport as
right.
which is great. Yeah, we are the piss and the blood. Damn right.
Yeah, right.
But you know, like I may not pull at tournaments often, but I'll still go. Like TJ's tournament. Every time TJ throws a tournament, I go there and I pay for someone else to pull. Like I'll pay for someone's arm so someone gets a free arm or something,
Right.
just to support the tournament. And I show up and I'm there to help. If I got to carry some tables in, or I got to, you know, do some announcing or cover brackets for a minute, I always try to, you know, help out. And I go to other local tournaments. Like I don't view people throwing tournaments as my competition, because 98 is different. So if someone's having a tournament, I go there just to support the sport and support their cause, because I know that hopefully they'll come and support our tournaments when we throw a tournament.
Right. Yeah.
So even though I'm not pulling at some of these tournaments, I'm still going there to support and just be there. You know, it's another person in the crowd. It's another person buying lunch or drinks from their venue, which supports them having future venues there. Little things like that make a huge difference. And, you know, all you people that go to tournaments should be doing the same. Like support your local promoter or whoever's throwing tournaments, and, you know, go there and have lunch or have a drink, or, you know, if you don't want to pull and support that way, then at least support them by eating something or drinking something so that their venue feels like it was worth having them at their location. That helps a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Because once even just doing that makes these venues want to have it back. You know, like once they start making money like that, they want to have the sport back in there, and they get better deals on events and stuff like that.
Meta has a good point to approach like local trade businesses like steel welders, carpenters, gunsmiths, mechanics, construction firms. All of those are like physical and manly activities, just like arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. And just any of them businesses that are that you can put in that like program just to help advertise for them. You know,
people don't realize like how much of a difference they make. Like these guys that do super chats and become members, like for the last year, like 98% has bills. Like, you know, for the Zoom, that's like $30 a month to have the commercial level so that you can record and have so many people on. So that was like $30 a month. Then we have you know, we have Premiere Pro for editing. That's like $30 a month. Then we have our Shopify website. That's like $30 a month. So like once we started adding up all these bills, I'm like, man, I'm paying like $120 a month every single month. And it adds up, you know, like I think after a while between that and like t-shirts and this and that, because every time we give away a free t-shirt, like that's money down the drain from what we bought from the shirts. And then we did those custom shirts where a couple people said, I want one. And we ordered them in advance. And then they said, oh, I can't afford it. And it's like, well, then why did you order a shirt?
right.
So like, you know, since we started 98%, a lot of the stuff, a lot of like our main banner, stuff like that, I came out of pocket in the beginning. And that's money that I will probably never make back. But to me, it's worth it. It's worth it to do that stuff because this is like our community is growing, the 98% community. And I think it's great. Like we're not just one person. Like it's not like one person's in charge. Like we have a committee that makes decisions, and then we have all these people that support us. And then Daniel Urich comes in and acts like a complete asshole, coming off a meth induced
Another snooze fest or what?
month off. Hey Daniel, why don't you come on and say hi, you bastard? Where you been? Yeah, Marcus Thompson. Perfect example is like Winter Blast last year. We hired someone to run the brackets, and here's the reason: is I didn't want to focus on brackets because my goal when we throw a tournament is the atmosphere. So I let other people run the tournament and the brackets and stuff so that I can focus on what's going to make this tournament fun. Which is why I invited people like Uncle John and Artem and Cobra and
Jamie Sheldon,
and because having people from all over the country made it more fun because you're meeting people that you don't usually get to meet. And we base our super matches the same way. Like what's going to be a fun match to see? You know, we're not having like 2%ers pull. So it's like, all right, let's get a local guy that everybody knows to pull a local guy from another area to pull that will be a fun match. And it just added to the atmosphere. And then like Hot Rod having a freaking bagpiper bring him into the fucking up onto the stage. Like that was crazy to have a bagpiper in the middle of Winter Blast. Nobody expected that.
It was almost like a Roddy Piper moment there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Captain Obvious says there about right, Marcus. Zero crowd energy. Dubai even worse. Yeah. Like them events are great to watch, but there's no you don't see any crowd involvement, you know what I mean? Like it's just quiet arm wrestling.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I've been to some tournaments. I'm not going to say any names, but it's like you're watching and you're just like, wow, this is fucking boring as shit.
Right.
And like even the announcers are like John Smith versus Jane Doe. And then you're like, what the fuck, dude? There's no hype. There's nothing.
It's like Bob and John to table one. John's the winner. You know,
Yeah.
no energy to some of them tournaments.
Right. And that's one thing that, like, it's good when you have some good announcers, like Colin's really good, and Jeff Luke, just like dudes that are awesome on the mic, you know?
Right.
But yeah, that's what makes tournaments feel awesome, dude. Marcus Thomas, wait till you see 14th January Arm Gods press conference will be like no other. Dude, that's awesome. I can't wait. And we will support you just as much as you've been supporting us. We can't wait to spread the word.
Yeah.
I want cheers to people choking people out. Let's go. Fucking right, dude.
Kind of like the pictures I seen on Facebook with Devin and Prudnick. The one picture, it looks like Devin's got him in a guillotine choke.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Prudnick actually picked him up. And then on the way down, Devin got him in a chokehold.
Yeah.
But yeah, that stuff makes it fun, man. You know, arm wrestling could be really fun and have some really good things going on, which would make it way easier to promote, you know? If you don't get people watching, you know, like people complain that arm wrestling's not growing and this and that, but then someone has a pay-per-view and these arm wrestlers are like, I don't want to pay $9 or I don't want to pay $5. Like, what's $5, dude?
Right.
I spend more than that a day going to the fucking store to buy stupid shit for lunch. Like, just give $5 to watch a fucking pay-per-view, and that's supporting the sport.
Because even if you don't watch it, just give them the $5.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Like a donation, because being able to show big numbers at a pay-per-view, that's how you grow the sport. Being able to say, hey, look how many people supported this, like that's how you go to a sponsor and say, will you sponsor my event? Look at these numbers. It's the numbers that talk. So, you know, it annoys me when people bitch like, I don't want to pay $5 to watch East versus West or this or that or some pay-per-view. And it's like, dude, that's how you grow the sport. Like, just support the sport.
I mean, like, but on the other hand, you had WAL when they had the Super Series. What was it, $1.99 on Bleacher Report?
Yeah.
The problem with that is their streaming was horrible.
Oh, that's
like so many people were losing connection during the matches and all this and that, and it, you know, it seemed like it didn't get any better. It's like they didn't take the advice. They didn't listen to people, you know, that were complaining about this. They just kept doing the same thing and hoping it got better.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is when people talk, you need to listen. You know what I mean?
Right.
If our 98%ers were like, hey, we didn't like Winter Blast and here's why, we would do something different. You know, like the first two tournaments we had were completely different because the first one, anybody who complained or said anything, we just changed it. You know what I mean? Respect to the usual suspects. Hope everyone enjoys the matches tomorrow. Hey, thanks. Getting her done. I don't know. JH Pipe Fitting, getting her done.
Nice.
Thank you for the super chat, sir, or ma'am, or whoever. Very good. Thank you.
Every little bit helps.
Yeah. Every little bit helps, but also like I said, you know, some of this money, like we want to give back to the community. So if we got to actually buy some handles or buy something to give away, we will. because I think that's cool to like surprise someone with a cool gift every month or something. You know, people that are members will see that we're trying to do the right thing, you know, because some people are not transparent. Like, we're completely transparent. If someone was like, how much money does 98 have in the account right now? I'll take a fucking screenshot, you know, of the account. I don't care.
Right.
Oh, Jesus. Marcus Thompson. Boys, get a few beers. Arm gods. And yes, this is a bribe for next week's giveaway prizes. Sorry. Sorry, Ron Biden. Maybe Marcus will get next week's. Thank you, Marcus.
With that, Marcus is a buy-in, maybe, right?
Yeah. That's not a bribe.
But
we'll just put his name in the hat 100 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, like, and that's the stuff right there. Like, you know, $100, we could buy 5 or 6 fucking handles from someone and use those for giveaways for the next 5 weeks or months or whatever, you know?
And like again this year for Winter Blast, I am going to sponsor the competitor badges this year again.
Oh, nice. That's cool, man. Yeah, Chuck sponsored the competitor badges. So the competitor badges, basically, we started doing this at the protest series. Round the Dom with a $10. Screw you, Marcus, you bully. Oh shit. That's fucking hilarious. But so we started doing competitor badges, which not many, only huge tournaments like Worlds were doing it at the time. But so we decided to do competitor badges because it's such a simple, small thing. You know, it costs maybe $150 to $200 to do it. But every single competitor feels like an athlete because we're making this competitor badge for each person that's in the tournament. So we're not we're not just viewing them as, you know, a paycheck. We're trying to treat each person that comes to our tournament as an athlete so that they feel like appreciated, which is why we always do like the free giveaways, the competitor badges, you know, whatever we can do to make people, and also some people started collecting them. Like, they got one from each tournament and started collecting our competitor badges, which is kind of cool. Because even if you don't win a trophy, you still get to go home with a competitor badge, maybe a few free gifts. Because we always try to do something that we pass around for free, whether it's like koozies or like the 98 backpacks. Ryan Turner made us a bunch of 3D printed keychains that said 98, and we passed a bunch of those out. You know, we're always trying to find something that we can, you know, make it seem like it was worth coming out. So you come to Winter Blast, not only do you have a great time, great atmosphere, you go home with a couple fun gifts, you know, stuff like that. The Paul Italia cutout, we could raffle that off. We raffle off the Paul Italia cutout.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to bring him every year.
But all the raffles, it can't be paper money. It has to be like 10-cent increments. So you have to pay for it with change. So if you're going to buy them, or if you want to make $1 bid on it, it has to be in change, not an actual paper dollar. So that someone has to like pay us with a bag of fucking pennies, and they can have the cutout for pennies. We will not waste dollar bills on him.
I think the cutout was the funniest part of Winter Blast.
Marcus said 98, always thinking outside the box. Lots of hard work that people don't see you guys do in the background. I agree with that, because a lot of people come on here and just see us goofing off. Well, mainly me goofing off, being an asshole. Chuck's usually serious. But man, I'll tell you, it like the reason I goof off so much on the podcast is because the rest of the day I'm serious because I'm either at work and then when I come home, it's like you eat dinner. I got to spend a little time with my daughter. Then she's ready for bed, put her to bed. And then at night or my days off and weekends, I'm 100% working on Winter Blast or our next big thing. And it is like a full-time job trying to get sponsors, trying to work on all this stuff, editing videos, doing this. Like it is a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people don't see. They just see us come on here and jerk off and fucking talk about Gold Bond and shit, and that's funny and all, but we do a lot of serious things behind the scene that you guys don't get to see. And it is a lot of work, and I'm glad that you guys appreciate it. And it's cool that you guys think about that because a lot of people don't. They don't realize running a tournament is not easy. You know what I mean? And especially a big one like Winter Blast. Like there are a lot of parts, and I can't tell you how difficult it is to set up a fucking super match or a challenge. Like
last year Winter Blast, I think I was able to sit down for like 5 minutes to eat something.
Yeah.
And then it was
I didn't even get to. I had to wait till the end of the night because when I throw a tournament, I'm not like I don't give myself a permanent job because someone has to run around and put out fires. Like whether it's getting waters for the refs or waters for the guys doing brackets. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. The people don't even think about that part. Like, the refs and the bracket guys need to eat. So where do they get their food? They can't just get up and go get it. So guys like me and Chuck will go get them food or we'll get them waters or like Chuck will jump in and down ref or up ref if we need it. There's a lot of stuff that people don't. This is becoming a 98% episode. We're just talking about 98% all night. But
well, that's good.
A lot of people don't know all this stuff, so it's good to get it out there. Well, yeah, there's a lot of moving parts to a tournament, and ordering the trophies. Trophies are expensive if you want good ones. That's a big expense at a tournament. But trying to set up super matches is difficult because you ask one guy, "Do you want to do a super match?" He says yes, and then he gives you a list of names to try to get. Then you contact those guys. And most of them are like, no, because I'm going to use Jason Merlot as a fucking example. Jason's at a level where people above him don't want to give him a chance because there's a fucking chance he's going to win. And then he doesn't want to pull people below him because why should he? He wants to shoot up just like most people do. So trying to set up a match is very difficult for guys at that level because it's like all these guys that are in that upper level that maybe are not quite 2%ers or whatever, but they don't want to pull because they don't want to lose. These rankings are fucking up their minds. Like they don't want to pull, not Merlot, but guys that we've tried to reach out to pull Merlot are like, no, I'm good. And the only reason I can think of is that they don't want to lose their ranking because why wouldn't you want to fucking pull someone?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what happened to the days where it was like you pulled to prove something like, hey, I'll beat this motherfucker.
So, yeah. So before like all this super match stuff started happening, like people were going to tournaments where somebody was going to show up that they wanted to go against.
Right.
And that's what you did. You hunted people out. You found out where they're going to an event and you're going to go there. I want to go there. I want to beat that guy, which makes me a fan of Dan Moser.
Yeah. He'll say, come to the tournament and fucking pull me.
Yeah. Come to the tournament, make the weight, get in the class.
Yeah.
And meet me in the finals.
Oops.
But yeah, it's like, and so many people are like, no, I just want to do a one-on-one, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
because look what happened. Artem went down there, made the weight, got in the class, got a win on Dan Moser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, so last year we went out to Michigan State and Dan Moser was there, and there were people that refused to sign up because, well, what am I going to do? Take second to Dan Moser? So what?
Cares. Yeah.
Are you that like so stuck on yourself that you don't want to?
Is fucking good, dude.
Yeah, but like, so you by saying no, basically you're saying I don't want to support this event.
Yeah. Right.
Now,
like setting up Merlot's matches for Winter Blast last year was a pain in the ass. Now picture that 10 more times, because every single fucking match there was a pain in the ass to set up, going back and forth with people 100 fucking times, and they couldn't make up the decision. Some guys wanted to put money on it, some guys didn't. Like, it's a fucking disaster trying to set up super matches.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just hard. It's just difficult. But you know what? We do it because we love it, and it's fun to have matches. A lot of tournaments don't have super matches, but we're not like everyone. We want to be different. So
right.
And we don't just do elite pullers doing super matches or great pullers. Like, we've had matches with low-level guys because they're local and local people know them, and it was fun as fuck to watch these matches,
Yeah.
Cheer on some local guys that are newer to the sport. So
yeah, just like some local grudge matches, which is I think that's fun.
Yeah. Schmo said people's egos are fragile. Lots of folks are scared of risk, but if you never take risks, you'll never move up the totem pole. That is absolutely true, dude.
Yep.
That's the problem is, or like, look at these guys who fucking pulled in WAL, won hammers, this and that. And now you can't even get them to leave their house to go to a local tournament, and they don't pull anymore. It's like, what was the point of fucking busting your ass to get to that level? And then WAL goes away. Now you're just a fucking hermit. Or, you know what I mean? Like, why? Like, we got a lot of talent in this area, and a lot of them don't go to their local tournaments to support.
Right.
I'm not going to say names, but there's a lot of guys that, like, it's like, dude, you don't even have to pull. Just coming to the tournament, people would love to see you out at a tournament or see you supporting something. And a lot of these guys don't do it, and it's fucking stupid. You should start calling these motherfuckers out.
Yeah. And then just the opposite, you got somebody like Paul Lynn, who will come out to the tournament. He'll spend the day reffing and just hanging out and doesn't want a dime.
Yeah. Paul will come out to your tournament. He'll fucking even ref, down ref, help, fucking do whatever, and won't ask for a cent. But then you got guys that won't even leave their fucking house. And if you want them to come to your tournament, they're like, yeah, I'll come, but I need $200 or I need fucking $500 or cover my gas money to come. Why don't you just go to the tournament because you love arm wrestling and you're there to support the tournament? Like, what got you into the sport? Not fucking making money, that's for sure.
Right.
Like, a lot of people got into it because it's competitive and they like to compete. David Marr said, where has Storm Chelino or Sam Harris been? I know they both work a lot because Sam Harris's roofing business took off and Storm works in the plant, and they have a lot of shutdowns and stuff. But that is a good example. Like, these dudes should once in a while be coming out to local tournaments to hang out and say hello,
Yeah, they were like they were both at Keystone.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's seen them there or not, but they were both there.
I saw Sam there, but he was wearing shoes that I know he probably ruined in the mud.
Oh, yeah.
He had those fancy shoes on, and I was like, dude, those are going to get ruined. He was pulling with Zach Lee. but
Yeah.
he had fancy jeans on and shoes, and I'm like, oh, say goodbye to those, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you're in a position like he is, you know, um, I don't know, you want to risk getting hurt?
Breaking news: Jimmy G is 75% done with his Fall Brawl film. Going to be his best piece yet, coming in 2024.
And
Shit burger.
the introduction will be longer than the video.
Twice as long,
Yeah.
half as interesting. 3/4, I don't know what the fuck I'm watching.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't watch his videos if you like have seizures, because by the end of the intro you're going to have one.
He may possibly be on your grandmother's seizure medication in the video.
He probably stole it from her.
Probably bought it for my brother. But yeah, dude, I'm glad we got to talk a little bit about 98 tonight, because there is a lot of stuff that we do that people don't know about, We're not just buffoons on here. Well, I am, but
Yeah.
we do a lot of work behind the scenes. Like there's not a day that doesn't go by that I'm not working on something 98 related, or making phone calls or talking to sponsors. So, oh, David Shubich is in the house. Oh, thanks for coming on, Dave.
He says, "Where's everybody at?"
Is everyone at?
We're right here. The only ones that matter.
Yeah. Both bond members. If you don't want us to look so lonely, feel free to come on, anybody. I mean, it is cool though to get to know all our little usual suspects and stuff, and find out what they do when they're not on here.
Yeah. Burger. I watch his videos while I'm at work. Lots of seizure meds here in case I feel one coming on.
David Marr, just come on Zoom. All you got to do is jump on Zoom. We send you a link. You can come on from a cell phone. You can come on from a computer. David Shue said he was just at a funeral service and it looked more alive than our podcast. It's a slow night, dude. Relax. We had a fun giveaway.
It was a Russian Amish funeral.
Yeah. Everybody, those of you that missed it, we did a free giveaway to one of our members and gave that member a $115 set of Gripzilla grips. So if you weren't here earlier, you missed the free giveaway. It comes with these color-coded different levels, 50 pounds all the way up to 300 pounds. And the winner of this was Ron the Don, who was one of our first followers. So if you want to be getting cool gifts like this, please become a member of our show. If you become a member of this podcast, we'll throw your name in a hat with everybody else that's a member. And if we pick your name out of the hat, you'll get something free from us.
Like next month, we're giving out a dream catcher, and we've already picked the winner.
Dan Schwartz gets a decent. That episode will be rigged.
Yes.
But yeah, Ron the Don won the Gripzilla hand grips. Congratulations. So next time we see him, he better be way fucking stronger.
Ron got grippers before he got a shirt.
His shirt is having issues, dude. Like, we got to give him a different shirt because we couldn't fit the custom words on one of the Spartan series shirts. You don't have to download Zoom. It just, you can go through a web browser and it just pulls it up for you without downloading it. It's just like a link you click and it'll just bring you to it. But yeah. So that was fun though to have our first free giveaway.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my internet tonight. Keeps telling me my internet's unstable. Unstable.
Yeah, that the other day, dude. I was like, what is going on here?
Because you even keep breaking up on my end.
What is unstable about it?
I don't know.
Chucky Peterson said, if it's rigged, I'm in. It's definitely not rigged because we put the names in the hat and drew a name from a hat right live on here. So, but it seems rigged because we only have 8 members, 9, something like that. So there's not, and I'm one of them. So I'm not going to give something to 98%. So, you know, there was only 8 members at the time to choose from. So it may seemed rigged because one of the usual suspects won, but that's all we had at the time to choose from. So hopefully now that we've added a few more people tonight, which is pretty cool. Hopefully next time that list will be bigger. Let me pull up the list. Let's see who we got. Oh, Josh Berger is coming on. Thanks, buddy.
Trying to figure out what's going on with my internet here with it. Keep cutting out.
Let's see. Let's see who we got. Berger, what's up, buddy?
Go on, Burger.
How you doing, bud?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Long time no see, fellas.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 members. We got Chucky Peterson. We got Rent Bounce, which is, I think, Troy, right? We got, let me see, David Marr. We got Marcus Thompson. We got Warren Raber. We got Dave Shubich. We got Roger Learned. We got 98% Arm Wrestling. We got Aussie Arm Wrestler. We got Josh Berger. We got Carolyn Looms. We got The Nightmare. And we got Round the Dawn. That's pretty good.
Definitely a solid group.
Yeah. Thank you all. Red Bounce said lunch money for the refs, $10 super chat. Thank you very much. Stuff. So yeah, we actually gained a bunch tonight, dude.
Oh, good.
We had 9 members, now we have 13, and one of the 9 is me, so I don't really count myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good stuff.
Big stuff.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So, anybody keeping up with any of the East versus West stuff?
Just the funny stuff that you've been kind of memeing.
Yeah, that's all I've really said. I want to see if there's more out there. It's what's good. I peeked out quick and saw the headlock, and that was quick. That was real easy to think of one up there. Can't beat him, choke him.
Oh yeah, that was great.
David Shubich said, shout out to you guys for being hard committed to this thing weekly for a while now, jokes aside. We have been on pretty much every week.
Yeah.
That's been pretty good. Next week we might not be. It depends on the holiday, you know. People may not want to come watch us on the day after Thanksgiving or whatever. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
Be our best night of the year. You never know.
Right. Spread some joy. We're trying to think outside of the box too for some good trophies and stuff like that for Winter Blast this year.
Yeah, we thought of a theme. You said we're working on that still. What's up with that?
Well, what we're gonna do is if we're gonna look for trophies first and then match the theme to the trophies instead of picking a theme and then trying to match the trophies to the theme. So if we find some really cool outside of the box trophies, then we'll get those and match the theme of Winter Blast to those trophies.
I like it.
Yeah. Rather than the other way around.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because we were talking about doing the 300 Spartan theme, but a lot of the 300 Spartan trophies have been used so much.
Yeah.
So we're just going to shop around a little. You know, we're not committing. I mean, I'm not saying it won't be that. It could be. It depends what kind of trophies we find. If we find some really cool Spartan trophies or something like that, then maybe we'll stick with that. But
Very cool. I like that idea. That's
Shubich had a good idea about doing a East versus West watch party.
Yeah.
We could do on the 98. Do some commentary on it and shit.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I could get the pay-per-view and put my cell phone in front of it so it's playing on the podcast, and then we could watch it on the podcast at the same time while we talk about it. That would be cool.
Yeah, I like that. That'd be fun.
Just put my cell phone right in front of it playing on a TV and just have my cell phone call into the show. Like we did with Paul Italia that time with his cardboard.
Yeah.
And that would be pretty cool to do. Like then every East versus West. Well, I don't know. We could get in trouble for live streaming their stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it would take away from like people that supporting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because then people would be like, "Why am I going to buy it when I can watch it on the 98?" And then they'd be like, "You guys are assholes."
Right.
That's a bad idea. I take that back. Maybe we'll just watch it and commentate on it at the same time.
Yeah. That's the way to go. Maybe flash a highlight here and there, but it can't just have the thing pointed at the screen.
Yeah.
But that'd be fun to do a watch party. I'd be down to get on there. What time is it tomorrow?
I'm not sure. I gotta make
I think it starts at 12 o'clock.
Well,
Captain Obvious says Ingen will have his soldiers show up at your door.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. It's like, yeah, Mangan just made that post about not even putting on his own YouTube right afterwards because he's mad about the pirating.
Yeah. I mean, we could pirate some of Ryan Bowen stuff and say that we're avenging Gary Roberts.
Yeah, it's all fair use anyway, right, Bowen? Yeah, it starts at 12, says Shubich. But yeah, that's a tough one for me because I feel like the live, as long as you don't show it live, yeah, which you're talking about, Devin. But yeah, for like the YouTube afterwards, like you paid to see it live. That's what you paid to see. Now the YouTube afterwards, you're still gonna get your clicks and your views. I don't know. I wouldn't wait too long to post it if I was Engen, but I get not posting it like right afterwards. But yeah, get that out on YouTube quick so so Engen can get the YouTube revenue.
We just wait 5 minutes and then live stream it from the beginning so that we're 5 minutes behind.
Like, as soon as the event's over, then it's fair game.
Well, yeah, because like even if you don't want to get it, you can watch it the next day, pretty much every match on YouTube.
Right.
That is
But
true.
he's trying to avoid that, is what I think he's saying. He's trying to not have it out on YouTube the next day, but somebody's going to record that and put it out there. It's going to be there.
Well,
Right.
We'll do it on our fake YouTube. We'll post it live on our fake YouTube.
I don't think, but I don't think Ingen has the power like Dana White has to have people shut down for that.
No.
But he can copyright strike everyone he finds. He's got to be diligent, and just every time he searches East vs. West videos that show the thing, copyright strike him, and have YouTube take him down. But it's a lot of work.
We'll just make the title English so he can't read it.
But here's the thing: does he actually have a copyright on East versus West?
That's a good question. I don't know what's up with that. But I guess if it's not original, if you use someone else's original content without changing it, then you can file a copyright claim.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you think Gary did that to Ryan Bowen constantly?
I don't know if he knew that he could.
Do you think Gary Roberts might have been the one responsible for having Ryan Bowen's account hacked?
Oh, conspiracy theory. I wonder.
Yeah.
Gosh, you missed some interesting shit at fucking Fall Brawl.
Yeah.
Couple almost fights and such. Yeah, it was interesting. What's that? It was due to some poor down reffing.
Yes, very much poor down reffing.
Very, very.
Is Nitro there?
No.
No.
It wasn't his down reffing.
No, but one of his proteges.
Like Miguel almost fucking was ready to throw down him and Sabrina. They were ready to fight everybody. But
well, I think she was stepping in between, wasn't she?
Yeah, but they were getting fucked over in calls all day, so they were trying to defend themselves, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit of one-sided reffing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess that was live streamed. I'll have to go back and check it out.
But that table didn't get live streamed.
Of course. No video, nobody caught anything good from it, or had to
No.
be there?
So I was setting up cameras and stuff like that. And
I mean the incident.
no, I don't think so.
Oh, that's right. They never even brought that ladder out they were supposed to bring out.
Well, I had it all hooked up, but I was in the middle of turning everything on, and they're calling that they need a ref to the table I was reffing. So I'm like, fuck it then. I'm not going to turn the cameras on. I got to go ref.
Yeah.
You know?
Good pizza, though.
That was good.
Burger, you remember at that place we got that pizza late at night, me, you, and Matt?
Yeah.
So I got one, and Chuck was like, "Oh man, this is good." And I was like, "I know. We discovered it last time we were here."
That was banging.
Burger, I ate that whole pie in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, he sure did. While reffing.
While reffing, yep.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
And had no issues on my table. There was no issues.
Zero issues on Chuck's table. All the issues were on the other table.
I even stopped one of the amateur classes because the dude was like borderline arm break, and he didn't even argue with me. He's like, I'm like, listen, dude, I'm not here to watch you get your arm broke. If you're going to be in a bad spot, I'm going to stop the match.
It ain't worth it.
Burger, I even did brackets, which I usually don't do anything at all.
No.
Yeah.
And you were doing triple elimination brackets, weren't you?
Elimination brackets, let me tell you, are not fucking easy.
No, it's a two losers brackets, basically, right?
It's a lot easier with a lot of people in the class. When it's like 4 or 5 people, it's fucking hard as fuck.
Yeah, I bet. You gotta only so many people to pull, and you gotta manage
around.
Yeah, you got people pulling back to back,
but it was a good learning experience because now I'm like, oh, a 2-man bracket is fucking be easy now. You know?
Yeah, because in triple elimination, you have an A side, a B side, and a C side.
Yeah, that's that second losers bracket. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not fun, but it was a good learning experience.
No doubt.
I ended up quitting, but
it's always next bracket's tournament.
Oh, James stopped following it and just started naming random names. I'm like, fuck this. You're not following my fucking bracket. That's a pain in the ass, and I'm fucking done.
So you really did quit.
Yeah, I really quit. It's like, I'm going to eat pizza. Fuck this. But yeah, our buddies Miguel and Sabrina, yeah, some bad calls, man. Like fucking dumb shit. People not paying attention. You know? Get a down ref looking up instead of fucking paying attention and shit.
Right.
Like, dude, you got one job to do. Just watch that fucking pin line.
Yeah, pin line and elbow. That's all you got to look at. It's all right there.
Even Paul Lynn, who never gets mad, was like, what the fuck?
What was that about, man?
It's really bad, dude. That person probably will never down ref again. Like, everybody was talking about it. Like, what? Like, get this guy out of here. I was like, oh, Jesus.
You have to let me know who it was sometime.
Oh, I'll fucking tell you right now.
All right. Who is it?
No, not live.
No, tell me live. I want to air them out. No,
Oh. I don't want to do that. It's a tough. I don't want to do something like that to Tom Deacon.
I figured. Tell me this, really? Well, just in case that's who it was, I've had one issue with a down ref in my career, and it was with that guy.
Oh, no way. Well, see, now it all makes sense.
Oh, and I was mad too. Oh man, I wasn't mad outwardly because I just, but yeah, deep down I was like, I'm like pretty agreeable when it comes to the ref making a call. I'm like, yeah, that was good, whatever. Maybe something happened I didn't see or didn't feel or whatever. But I was like, what are you doing? So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Dave Schubert said, "You're going to talk about Mike Bisman like that?" No, it wasn't Bisman. He didn't even. Bisman. Where is Bisman? Where's Steve Black and Mike Bisman these days? What are they doing? Where's Jaron Nixon?
Well, anyway, while we're talking about the call, since we may have forgotten about who it was about, here's what happened. It was me and Radim in the first 98 tournament.
Yep.
And you know how we get that deep hook, and he's like way out here hanging, and I'm like,
yeah,
jammed up. And from the opposite down ref, from over here, Deacon calls a pin. And I'm like deep hooked. There's no way he's able to see where this pin came from where he was sitting. And he stops me and says pin, and it wasn't a pin. And then I give up a little bit because I'm distracted, and then the pin gets called. But man, that one was But that was for third, man. That was for third. So, or to pull for third. It's all good. It's all good. Things happen. If I would have been stronger, I wouldn't have got that close to the pin line anyway. So
yeah, Chuck, I said we're not going to name the ref that was the down ref that was.
It sounds like somebody did.
No, he's talking about his match.
Oh,
yeah. He had bad experience with a down ref. I said, I don't want to give any names like that because I don't want to piss off Tom Deacon. So we'll just not say his name.
Heck of a nice guy, though.
He's all right.
But yeah, not down reffing, maybe not his thing.
and it's like, I pulled 6 classes now. Where's my $150 for down reffing? That's messed up.
Yeah.
You're broke even.
Yeah, really. Anyway, hey, it is what it is. Oh yeah, Miguel like started screaming. Him and Steve Walker got into it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is getting out of hand."
Yeah, and that's not really cool. I mean, I understand you get pissed or bad calls happen, but it's fucking arm wrestling. I don't see any reason, no matter how bad you get screwed, to go screaming and yelling at a referee for fucking a call up.
Schubert said to put Bart Wood on blast now. Oh no, he said, "Wow, not now." Never mind. Fucking Bart Wood.
I've had no complaints. He's reffed me several times. I got no complaints about Bart Wood.
You know who got no complaints? Chuck Bardo.
Yeah, no complaints about Chuck Bardo either. He's always ref fair.
He's a fair ref.
You know who else, I hate to say it, that I think is, aside from the one situation, is really good at setup, at least, is Travis Bajan. He's a pretty good ref.
Fuck that guy.
Who's that?
That's how much, I'll be honest. If I think you're a good ref, I don't care how much you deserve to be fucked. I'll say you're a good ref.
Hey, he may be a good ref, but he's a fucking terrible person.
Oh, he'll slap your wife.
He's a cleft lip. Thought that was off limits now.
Yeah, we should stay.
You two aren't keeping me in check. God damn it.
I just did. I went like this.
Queenslander, cheers.
Stop it.
From Mildura, Australia. Are there koala bears there? Oh, Nightmare says Chuck Bardo is a dynamic ref.
The most dynamic.
Couldn't imagine someone getting into a yelling match with Steve Walker.
Oh man, you wouldn't hear him.
That's for
You
sure.
wouldn't hear Steve. He's the loudest man in the world.
He's just yelling out, "Be first,
Dominate!
dominate him!" I'm like, oh shit, they're arguing.
My internet must be shitty tonight or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. Poor Ryan over there breaking up really bad.
I hear him good.
Yeah, it's probably mine.
It's just Chuck.
Yeah,
It's
my internet's not that dynamic.
there's been a few times I've been on and it said mine was fucking not doing well, and it was because I had other shit opened up, like Premiere Pro. When I'm editing,
Well, I got everything closed.
Premiere Pro takes up a lot of fucking juice. So
Let me try a different.
while I'm on here, it'll fucking fuck up big time. David Schubert said he can hear you just fine. No koalas here. River country in flood at the moment. Well, I hope you're safe, buddy. I hope you are in the high grounds. Oh my God. Remember when Australia had those fires, dude, and all the koala bears were fucking on fire? Oh, Jesus.
I don't remember that.
If that didn't rip your heart out, I don't know what kind of person you are. But to see a singed or half melted koala bear was awful.
Don't like 90% of koalas have chlamydia or some shit?
I mean, they're promiscuous. So
Is that the one? There's one of them that has like STD or some shit.
90% of people in Kensington.
It might be 98%.
Maybe 98% of people that arm wrestle.
have chlamydia.
Yeah, Ryan, you should have seen the look on Steve Walker's face. I was reffing a match with who's that guy? Who's that? Romanowski.
Yeah, Ray. Yep.
And Steve was like standing right next to me yelling.
I almost got in a fight with that one dude on that table.
And I said, "Excuse me, sir, but you need to back up. You need to back up a little bit."
Who'd you say that to? Steve?
Like, give me some room.
To Steve?
Yeah.
That's funny. Dude, the dude Ray was going against, they almost got in a fight over some bullshit too. What's that dude?
Oh, him and shit. Mike.
Gower?
No.
Oh, fuck. I forget his last name. Oh shit. Queenslander said they do get chlamydia because it gets wiped on the trees.
Ah. See?
So you're hugging a tree, your little tiny koala penis is on the tree, and chlamydia gets on, and then another koala comes along and drags his little tiny koala penis on the tree, and the chlamydia just starts to spread like wildfire. Probably a bad term. But that's a bad term to use.
Yes, considering.
Wildfire. You don't want to use wildfire and koala in the same fucking thing. Dave Shell's here looking like he has a fresh fucking haircut with a Julius Caesar fucking bang thing going on.
Well, I usually wait about 10 weeks and then get it cut off, except this time it was about 12 weeks. I had not had a haircut since sometime in August before I went out to Kansas. So I thought, well, it's about time. Maybe I should get one.
Yeah. Did you trim the pubes, Dave?
Well, they didn't do it, but I handle that myself. Thank you.
Dave likes to be smooth.
Yes. Good evening. This is coming to you tonight from Barkeyville, Pennsylvania. On my way to the big Ohio practice tomorrow.
Oh, no one asked, Dave.
No, that's why I told you. I'm not going to wait for somebody to ask.
So what practices are you going to?
No, I was helping a guy to, run a session at gym tonight in Franklin. I'm going to the Ohio one tomorrow, and Zach Lee's on Sunday.
Cool, man. Are you going to help Zach Lee?
Probably not. I think he probably knows considerably more than I do. Thank you.
I didn't mean in arm wrestling.
Mm.
You're going to help him?
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure that I have any experience in that area either.
Why? Because he was married to a woman?
Yeah, no, because marriage. Well, see, I didn't know what you had already told people. So no,
I didn't tell anyone anything.
My degree is not in marriage counseling.
I just know that Zach is going through a tough time, and hopefully he gets through it.
Yeah.
Because he's a good dude.
Yes. And since his internet sucks, he's probably not watching this up here anyway. Up on top of the mountain there. It was we've discovered, trying to get him on one of these things.
Oh my God. Dan Schwartz. Dan Schwartz made a clip of how koalas get STDs from our podcast. That's not good.
Yes, good evening, Brother Marr. Thank you for recognizing I'm somewhat insane.
A nutty professor in the house. I think Gold Bond.
Yeah.
Where Gold Bond originated.
Professor
Well, except they don't have the green bottle in travel size, so I just have the yellow bottle here.
Yeah, I'm going to try to restart my stuff here. See if this connection gets better.
Jack haircut. Guys ever seen Tropic Thunder?
Yeah.
There's no Simple Jack.
Yeah. Dan the Nightmare Schwartz is stealing 98% videos. We have to report him.
Direct copyright strike him.
Copyright strike.
Yeah, pardon me while I take my nightly drugs. I got the morning drugs and evening drugs, and since I have so many drugs, I have to have one of these pill miners to remind me what I have to eat when.
Taking his seizure medication so he can watch Jimmy G's next video.
Well, that too.
What if they made like a pill case that could fit people in it to remind you when it's time to suck a dick? Like, oh, Wednesday? And you pop it open.
Well, the guy I was working with tonight said, it's too bad that he was thinking an interesting invention would be to have an arm wrestling machine where basically you have at both ends, you have a terminal where you actually do have the pressure. But then, it's like, kind of like you can play, like a video, except it's not video. It's like that whatever the person at the other end of that you're pulling against, the amount of force he generates would, show up on yours. And you could actually have, be arm wrestling, over the, with somebody, it's far distant. Like, well, why don't you invent one?
mean, they're probably going to do virtual blowjobs long before that, but yeah.
Yeah, they're probably already on to that if they're working on virtual arm wrestling.
It's just like a mouth you put on and then someone else is controlling it.
Yeah. So anyway,
Well, I'm sure they've got some pretty high-tech sex robots already in
For sure. For sure. If only 98% could afford a sex robot.
well, if we rent it out, I mean, we could probably make big money. on it.
Maybe we could have one at Winter Blast.
Joey Mandel would have a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need a girlfriend for Joey Mandel.
Should I
There's
bring,
got to be a company that
should I
runs
bring
it.
Joey? Should we bring Joey Mandel to Winter Blast
Absolutely.
and Paul Italia?
Weren't you going to? You were going to have Travis there too, weren't you?
We could.
Yeah, so you could join Paul.
We
Italia.
could start just making some for like all kinds of arm wrestlers.
It'd be fun to have an army of cardboard cutouts.
Yeah. Do a Devin one.
He's tall. It'd be expensive.
Yeah. 3 times as much as the Paul Italia one.
Well, yeah, Paul's he was a simple like no brainer because we knew he was going to be half off.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of material needed.
Exactly. I mean, the cowboy hat was like a quarter of the price.
Travis is coming to the July tournament. Hallelujah.
The July tournament.
I mean, the July tournament there is.
Have Paul marry Joey.
What July tournament are we talking about here, Brother Mar?
Brother Mar.
Because the only
The one in July, dude.
well, the July tournament I'll probably be going to is Strongest Badge out in St. Louis. But,
August Vag.
Strongest Badge
Oh,
for benefits
I said Vag.
first responders, whatever.
I said Vag. What kind of fun,
AGE.
It's an all ladies tournament. That's good. Supporting
what kind of tournament is this?
Yeah, speaking of Badge, Palco's coming to the practice tomorrow, bringing some of his people with him.
Oh, weirdo mustache. When's he going to come on our podcast? Do we have to kill this guy or what?
Oh, that okay.
David Meyer said the tournament we're going to put on for cleft lip awareness. That
Okay,
has
thank
to
you. Yeah, I
be.
forgot about that one. Thank
That
you.
has to be in July
Yeah.
because July is Cleft Lip Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
See,
That's what it is.
our loyal fans remember these things, dude.
I'm impressed.
That was
based on that.
Dude, that I didn't even pick up on that.
That's
Yeah.
in excellent.
July, it took me a minute, and then wow.
How many loyal fans we have now? 15 watching now. Ooh, wow.
If you wouldn't believe it, but members, we got 13 members now
Mhm.
that are doing the monthly subscription.
Well, we went over 6,000. As of last night, we hit 6,000 on the nose for the YouTube or the Facebook group.
Nice. Yeah, we did our first free giveaway tonight.
What do we give away?
Give away this, Dave.
Picture of you?
Some Gripzilla grips. 50 pounds all the way up to 300 pounds, 6 of them, a set of 6, all color coded from Gripzilla. Thank you, Gripzilla. And Ron the Don won them. We picked a name out of a hat. I put everyone's name that at the time we had 9 members, but I took 98 out and put the 8 in there, picked a number, and it was Ron Weber. So he won those, even though people think it was rigged, but there's only 8 people. So
I didn't know his name anyway.
it was bound to be one of the fucking 8 people in there, So
I mean, if we take a name out every time you win, and we do like a few more giveaways, everyone's bound to win.
right, that's what I'm saying, which is cool because there's not that many yet. So everyone has a really good chance to win something over the next few. So hopefully, you know, we'll have some stuff coming in to give away, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, I got some NatFit stuff I can give away. Every now and then we could do a t-shirt. We could do, you know, a lot of companies send us free stuff. You know, like WristMax used to send me all those handles and stuff. You know, if we reach out to some of these companies and ask them to send us something, and we tell them, hey, we're going to talk about it on the podcast, and then we're going to do a free giveaway, and then that person's going to take some pictures and do a review of it, and we'll post it and thank you publicly. Maybe we can get a lot of people to send us a bunch of cool stuff to give away. I got a meeting. I'm going to talk to Lucas Raymond this week about him becoming like a permanent sponsor of our podcast, where we would just have his symbol on everything, and maybe a permanent podcast for Winter Blast, and him giving us some like gift certificates to give away or some free handles now and then, you know, stuff like that.
Mm.
You know, and we'll just make him like a permanent sponsor since he's our local dude that we like, you know.
Well, speaking of sponsors and what we're going to spend the money on, because we gotta do flyers, man. I gotta get some thoughts going on what this theme is going to be. What do we want for awards?
So
what are we thinking?
We're looking at some different awards, but if anybody out there, anyone at all, has some ideas for awards and knows a good place to get some decent awards at a decent price, please send us a link or send us a picture. You know, I don't know if any of you saw the awards for the last Winter Blast, but they were the big dragons. So we're looking for something of similar stature. You know,
what if we did like a ranch theme and gave away like a gold cowboy hat, a silver cowboy hat down for
with sunglasses and a fucking cigar.
Sunglasses for semi-pro, and cigars for not for amateur.
Captain Obvious said he's waiting for the Paul Italia replica Christmas collectible.
And the overall champion gets a scarf.
How about a Travis Bajan bobblehead?
Could do that.
We don't want to turn people away.
Yeah, Meta said I still don't look like a proper haircut. Well, you know, who said it was a proper haircut? It's just, hey, it's just take off enough that I don't have to go back for another 3 months.
Put it on the dashboard, and you got a cleft lip flying at you as you drive.
Stop.
Come on. See, this is what happens. The show starts off good, right?
Yep.
And we got topics. But then as the night goes on and those topics dwindle, I can't help myself.
I even tried to get something going. I couldn't last more than 2 seconds on a good solid topic without making fun of Paul Italia.
It's really tough, dude.
We're bad for each other around. It's not good.
Rent Bound said, my Bajent bottle has a crack in it. Oh, never mind. That would be funny, like Travis Bajent mugs, and there's like a little crack in the fucking lip of the mug. Oh, shit.
He's been fairly quiet lately. Yeah, he hasn't had one of his glorious tournaments down there in Virginia. I don't know what the hell the holdup is.
It's a cleft-free area.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys, this is getting out of hand. I mean, he definitely wouldn't have liked our 300 theme then for Winter Blast.
That's why I was kind of hoping that's crazy. We're gonna do that, but cool. Oh, might as well. While we're on the subject, I'll bring it back.
Agent Bobblehead has sound effects. What would the sound effects be? Like a lisp?
Yeah, a lisp saying I am the greatest. I am the greatest.
The greatest. I'm the beast.
Yeah.
That's awful. We haven't talked about him for a while, so sorry, Travis.
I really think he's the only guy in the world that hates me.
Oh, I doubt that.
I,
I don't really like you, Chuck.
I never said I liked you either, Ryan.
I know.
And that's a fact.
There you go. Burger. There you go, Burger. Oh shit. That'll never get old.
Ben, you were wrong.
You are wrong. Oh my god. Little guy got all hype. Great movie.
Yeah. Just like him, dude. Travis only has the left hand thrust. He can't get the right.
Can't get the right.
Strong left.
Lift that shield up, and he can't. I can't say anything though, because if I was holding a shield in my right now, no way am I getting it up, dude. I can't even lift my arm by itself.
You're getting thrown off the cliff too.
I got to come at a weird angle to get up there.
Yo, that guy from the 300's got more notoriety because of that meme than he did during the movie.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody's like, oh, yeah, I remember that dude now. He was in that meme. Oh, that's right. He was in a movie too, wasn't he?
World's greatest man. Tonight we dine at the bottom of a cliff. Oh, man. Lest he be discarded. Good times.
Captain Obvious, Levon's going to cliff kick Zurab if he loses to Bowen.
Oh yeah.
Cliff kick. Oh, man. We have been punted from atop the cliff.
And who better to have do it than Levon, right?
Can he even kick? We don't know. So we were talking about the future. So in the future, we may only do the live for like an hour or two. And when it gets to this point where we're just being ridiculous, we'll probably stop the live, but then open up the Zoom. So if any people in the usual suspect chat want to come on the Zoom with us, they can.
That's cool.
Because they could always just
we
come
can keep
on.
recording that though. Even if we cut the live, keep it recorded so we can maybe cut some stuff from it. And
Yeah. If something cool
yeah,
gets talked about, we could cut clips from it and make more content. But
Well,
a
what's
lot of these guys can come on and they don't necessarily, like Sue Fisher comes on sometimes and doesn't do video. So some of these guys could come on and talk or be in the side chat of Zoom and just mute and shut off their video and still chat with us in the side of Zoom, you know,
yeah.
in the Zoom chat. So, I mean, that would be cool too if some of these guys would, after the live feeds, jump on and talk to us here.
Is there something that's stopping you from doing it as in right now?
No, it's just something we were talking about. So we figured we'd bring it up tonight. This whole fucking episode has been pretty much talking about 98%. When it gets to around this time and things start to dwindle is when some crazy gold bond type cleft lip shit comes up.
All right. Well, that only happens when you're on the call, though. When you go off and have a date with David Shubich, it doesn't happen.
Well, David Shubich is a terrible date, so didn't even get a goodnight kiss. All Italian. Oh, geez. Look at that.
And Hermes.
That was probably the best video, is seeing Hermes blow him off and walk away like, fuck this guy. Everyone was like, all right, Paul, put your shirt back on. Calm down. Hermes turned to Paul Italia and said, oh, that's cute. I remember my first beer.
Yeah, he's really fallen off. Huh? He's focused on other things.
Italia, yeah.
What Hermes was really saying is, Jerry, get your fucking kid off me.
Get this chlamydia off my leg. But Dave, is that you typing, you son of a bitch?
That's me.
Nope, I just had a message come in and it was about to go bing, so I've closed Messenger.
It's okay if Josh does it, but
Now,
no.
so as not to disturb you. So I know how disturbed you get when something like that interferes.
Josh can type, but not you, Dave.
Yeah, I can.
Only Josh. No one else. Well, yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of people that sponsored the last Winter Blast have stepped forward and said they want to sponsor this one too. So that's good.
Nice.
Yeah, I was saying to Ryan, what we should do is maybe look at orthopedists or, sort of sponsorship for, people that, put arm wrestlers, back together again after they, have an injury.
Yeah, that could be good. Be good to get them on the podcast too, to talk about, like, get an actual doctor that mends spiral fractures. So we could actually ask some questions,
It'd be interesting.
Like, has anybody ever had a spiral fracture while masturbating? I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I mean, we not only now have my spiral fracture of the humerus, but we had a spiral fracture of a finger last Saturday.
Oh yeah, we did. No injuries, but just a finger break, and it was a spiral fracture of the finger
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
from a slip.
Who did that?
Isaiah Covert.
Yeah,
Isaiah Covert was the one it happened to.
yeah,
He was
Chuck,
pulling Dan Yakimenko at the time.
Chuck didn't even notice. He just let him break his finger.
If you're not smart enough to hang on, that's going to happen.
He broke his finger and then went into the straps and pulled and said it was very excruciating. That's when he knew something's broken.
Damn dirty apes.
Imagine like someone's like, stop masturbating. You're in a bad position. Like a break arm position. Like, like, why are you doing it like that? I don't know. And your arm's all like fucking off to the side. Fucking Matt Glacier masturbating.
Heard he was in rare form the other night.
Oh, dude, when he was drunk, that was fucking, he was whacked.
Yeah,
Poor kid.
he's working too hard.
Yeah. That's good though. At least now he said he's making good money and he likes his job and there's room for advancement. So
And if he got all wound up like that, I just figure he hasn't had time to drink lately, so his tolerance is down. So it's probably a good sign.
yeah. I think I'm quitting my job soon.
Just so you can get your alcohol tolerance back up.
No, I just sent my resume out and I got a couple.
Oh, did you really quit? Oh, wow.
So I think soon I'm going to tell my boss to go fuck himself.
Nice.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that
We've
guy.
all been there, huh? Asshole employer. Fuck that guy.
I just all of the Twitter employees getting fired for shit posting on Twitter.
Bro, did you see on Joe Rogan, Elon Musk was on there with the girl who was in charge of censorship for Twitter?
Yeah.
And
I didn't see it.
they're just talking and stuff. And she's like, I think I may have handled things poorly as the censorship president and this and that. And Elon Musk goes, he interrupts her and he goes, yes, you did handle it poorly. And you know what the consequence for that is? You're fired.
Oh,
And Joe Rogan just like stepped in and like she just fucking, that was it. She just fucking she was like mangled from that point forward. It's like, that's what you get for censoring Americans. Scumbags.
Mm-hmm.
All the fucking news outlets that were like being protected by Twitter are now crying like crazy because they're getting trolled like a motherfucker. And it's like, now you see what Americans actually feel about you because you're not being protected by fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
Now they're seeing how much hatred there is towards them. All the newscasters are like, they're bullying me. No, it's because you were being protected before, and now you're seeing what we really fucking think.
You're now getting honest opinions.
Yeah.
You're not surrounded by sycophants, and that's it.
Yeah. I think it's great.
It's great.
Great.
We don't have anybody protecting us, man. People hate us or love us. And it is what it is.
Would anybody out there like to protect us?
I think we got some backers. We got some guys.
We got the usual suspects, man.
Light it up in chat.
Fucking right, dude. Who would text me at this hour?
There was a tie-up on 80 today, and Waze took you off for an exit, brought you back on. So I was going down this 2-lane road out in a very rural area of Pennsylvania, and a guy had the American flag out front upside down. I thought, gee, I wonder if that's because of the election. Because I imagine it was one of those counties where they don't have, a Democrat, for miles around. But I just thought, okay, here we go. Of course, most counties in Pennsylvania are like that. It's just that they get outvoted by Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and the Philadelphia suburbs.
Yeah. They're different in Maryland.
Mhm.
Run by Baltimore.
The koala penis is on the tree.
Yeah, and then they're not even letting you have that. I was reading how they really gerrymandered the hell out of that district you're in out there to try to get a Democrat in all the way out to the western part of the state.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's left. It's cut and dry. The difference here. We'd secede to West Virginia if you'd let us.
Burger, when are
There's been some attempts.
you moving up to Philly?
The New California, I don't know.
Fuck that.
Meta wants to know how Jonathan's doing. Well, I haven't talked to him in the last couple of days, but he was living with the folks for a while. Basically he's on. He did get workers' comp, and they're not going to let him go back until they're testing his grip strength. So he's of course he's feeling really out of it, but he wants to go to the Badgers Granite Arbors Christmas party, which is in a couple of weeks. So I guess he's figures he's going to be good enough for that. So I'm going to take him up to that on the 17th December.
He might get some weird angles with that. Like maybe he can use it still. Hard to tell.
Yeah, it's basically a problem of they're looking not just to use of it, but I guess he has this tester of some sort that they will not let him go back to work until he can grip at a certain level of strength.
Mm-hmm.
But bummed out as you can imagine. But other than that, I guess improving.
So your drive with him up to New Hampshire is gonna be a lot less fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, well, you had said you might want to go. We can make it a threesome.
Whoa. Whoa.
Jonathan.
I mean, who knows what he could do with those fingers now? Those nubs, those little nubby nubs.
Mm-hmm.
2 in the pink, half in the stink.
Yeah, Bob Brown. Bob Brown's says he's going to show up all the way from out west, wherever he is, and see who else is here.
2 in the pink, thumb in the bum. Because he's like this, right? He lost his index and
I believe, yeah.
middle, so now it's going to be like a weird shocker.
They like to bring it. I'm going to treat them to some Pennsylvania Dutch scrapple. I'm going to take some scrapple up in New Hampshire. See how they. Like
Honey Badger 3000 says, "Fuck that guy. The sport don't miss him."
I'll tell you what, dude. I would have been like, "Can I keep?"
Wow.
I would have asked to keep my finger, and I would have worn it as a necklace. Like, you're gonna arm wrestle a guy that has his own fucking finger hanging around his neck, like a collection of ears or something.
I don't know. It's a thought.
Or you take it and you send it to your ex. This finger was inside you.
Well, yeah, there are some issues going on there
This
too.
finger was inside you. Keep it.
Mhm.
I cut it off because I fingered you with this finger. I don't want it. Uh, anyway, that's this. It's late.
No, yeah,
It's
Forgive me.
it's as bad as that one metal band, Mayhem, where the lead singer killed himself by blowing his head off, and the band members used pieces of the bone to make necklaces
Oh Jesus,
that they wore on stage.
that's different.
Hardcore. I like that.
Yeah.
Scrapple life.
yeah. Hey, Chuck, Tim Lewis is definitely coming to our practice the Sunday of Thanksgiving weekend. He wants to get lots of people there wants to bring the power in. I'm supposed to tell Miguel and tell Miguel, tell Roger, see if we can get some of those, some people there.
You know what?
Show up and teach Tim how to flip or something. Sure he'd be glad to see you.
Tim Lewis.
Yeah, Tim Lewis. Yeah.
Aren't we a little bit out of his age range?
Mm.
His preferable age range?
Twice the age.
3 times the age that he prefers.
Well, I told him Damien's a lot stronger, which he is. And Damien, I said, I'll see if I can get Miguel and Roger there.
Damien's a younger fellow, though, isn't he?
I'm sorry?
Damien's younger, isn't he?
Damien's 19.
Bro, he had some fucking wars at Fall Brawl, dude.
Oh God, he had a war with Ben Morano. He finally lost it. I think probably skill. But that was
his first night of the match was with Ben Morano.
It was one of the best matches of the day, I think.
Fucking such a war, fresh for fresh like that.
Yeah,
I mean, that kid continually impresses me, dude.
he's tough.
Tim will be happy for some young, lengthy men, says David Marr. Honey Badger 3000 said, fuck that guy. The sport won't miss him. I believe about McErchern.
I would guess, but it's just a guess. But we won't be missing him because he is definitely coming back. And he's not getting out of it. Actually, I think his left was his better arm anyway, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, for sure. He's a talkative fellow. I had him on the phone the other night because I had sent him a message just checking up on him because that's what 98% does. And man, he was rambling.
Oh yeah. In fact, if I took a look here, let's see. When I was on with him last time, well, I just wasn't on just briefly the other night, but one was like I think it was 4 hours, honest to God. But reasons, I don't know. I may have thrown that one that far back. May have thrown that out.
Dave, did you cut your own hair or did you go to the barber?
I went to the barber. She said, hey, the woman that cut my hair said she's been cutting it for 55 years, which I would never have guessed that she was that old.
She's been cutting your hair for 55 years?
She has been cutting hair for 55 years.
What hair?
They've
No, it was only 2 hours and 18 minutes for that call.
do they just put a bowl on your head and fucking follow it? Clippers?
I said, it's like this. Taper to the back, off the ears, take the sideburns. Other than that, I don't give a crap. I'm very easily satisfied.
I like it when they're combed down and you look like a little perverted Asian.
Mm.
Like some of those little Asian girls that have like the chopped bangs.
Hey, you better watch those Asian jokes that got got Trump in trouble the other day.
With
But,
who?
young Kin sounds Chinese, doesn't it? Oh, whatever.
Chicken burger.
Oh.
You make me happy.
Mhm.
Captain Obvious says that Dave's hairdresser follows him around the country.
Mhm. Uh,
He just everywhere he goes, it's with his hairdresser.
No, I keep track of, I don't have a spreadsheet, but I do have it in my date book and it's when I put an H in my paper date book, so I know how many weeks it's been since I really should take care of this. Like I said, the last one I think was the 22nd of August. And it was the last time I got a haircut. It was getting a little bit, whatever.
You happen to have a spreadsheet of how many times a month you masturbate?
Well, that's a secret one, but
Do you have like volume, consistency? Do you have all the like parameters?
He keeps track of how much gold bond he uses, so he can like constantly cut it down to save money.
spreadsheet expert.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Tim Lewis being at practice really makes me want to go now.
Tim Lewis.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Tim Lewis fan. I think everyone should do a super match every week.
Every week.
$200. Everyone should talk shit about tournaments that they didn't go to.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, what do you think? Should we end the live feed?
Yeah.
And then if anybody wants to come on here, just message one of us and we will send you the link and you can come check it out.
Just post it up on the 98% Facebook page.
We could do that. But
Look at Burger all lean and shit.
First practice